All right, class. So today's homework help video is on scientific notation, and we're multiplying. The one from last week on adding and subtracting, that one was completely wrong. Um, this one is going to be a whole lot better, and we don't add and subtract laws of exponents, not laws of exponents, but in scientific notation anyway, so you don't even have that to worry about. But the two examples that was given in at the top on adding and subtracting in scientific notation were completely off. You can only use that method for multiplying and dividing. Somebody had asked me to do that method with adding and subtraction, but that method does not work with adding or subtraction. It works with multiplying and dividing. So you'll see that here. You'll see that done here, which this is the one that you're going to have to do anyway. Okay. All right. So let's look at it. We have two things that we can do. We can work this out and put it back in standard form and then multiply, or we can multiply it while it's in standard form. So this is how this works. You take the numbers itself and you multiply them out to the side. So you're going to multiply um, this number 8 and 1/10 times 2 and 47 hundredths. And then you're going to multiply the exponents together. This is 10 to the third times 10 to the 10 to the fourth. Okay. All right. So when you multiply the two numbers together, I'm going to go ahead and type that in. 8.1 times 2.47. That gives you 20 and 7 thousandths. And then let's multiply this. We'll multiply this together. 10 is being multiplied 3 times here. 10 is being multiplied 4 times here. So 10 is going to be multiplied a total of 7 times. Okay. And this is my answer here, but it's not written in scientific notation because the decimal has to be behind the first significant digit. So I'm going to move it over 1. Because 20 was bigger or is bigger than 1, we're going to add 1 to that exponent. If it was 0.20 and we was moving it to make it bigger, we subtract 1. So here this is going to give me 2.0007 times 10, times 10 to the 8th power. Okay? And that's how that works there. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to divide the numbers. 3 divided by 6. And then we're going to divide the exponents. Okay? We're going to divide the exponents. That is 10 to the 8th divided by 10 to the 2nd. All right, so here, this gives me, when I divide 3 divided by 6, that gives me 0.5. So I have 0.5 here, times, when you divide exponents, you're subtracting the exponent here, okay? Because this is the same as saying 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 divided by 8. 10 times 10, 2 on the bottom because the exponent is 2. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 10 divided by 10 is 1. And you are left with 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 10 to the 6th power. Or you just subtract 8 minus 2, which gives you 6. So this is going to be 10 to the 6th power. Now, this is not written in scientific notation because the decimal has to be behind the 5, not in front of it. So this number is smaller. So we're going to move it one time to put it behind behind the the first significant digit 5. We're going to subtract 1 because I had to move it one time and the original number was smaller than 1. So my answer is going to be 5.0 times 10 to the 5th, 10 to the 5th power. Okay? So I'm going to set this up and do it again. All right? So I'm going to multiply the two numbers together. 7.5 times 1.45. Then I'm going to multiply 10 to the second times 10 to the sixth, okay? When you're multiplying, like we did up here, technically, you add the exponents together, like they did here and get 6. We added these exponents together, and we got 7. But then when we moved it one time, we added 1 to that 7, which gave us an 8 in our final answer. Okay? So you're going to add the exponents. All right, so let's multiply. 7.5 times 1.45, and that gives us 10.875. Okay? Add the exponents here. This is going to be times 10 to the 8th power. 2 plus 6 is 8. This is not written in scientific notation because the decimal is not behind the first significant digit. So move it 1 here. The original number is bigger than 10, so we're going to add however many times we move that decimal. We moved it once. So this is going to give us 10.8, sorry y'all, 1.0875 times 10 to the 9th power. Okay? We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to divide these numbers. You're going to divide 7.5 divided by 1.5. Then you're going to divide 10 to the 7th power divided by 10 to the 4th. So let's divide this. We got 7.5 divided by 1.5, and that gives us 5 here. This is 5 when we divide. Here we subtract the exponent. 7 minus 3 gives us 7 minus 4 gives us 3. I don't know why I do that. And so this is our answer here. So we're doing the same thing here. Okay. This, we're going to multiply everything by that 2. So it's 6.112 to the 2nd power times 10.4. I'm sorry, 10.4. 10 to the 4th power. And we're going to square it. So we're squaring everything. All right. And then we're going to write our answer here. Okay. And that's how that works. All right. Let's finish this up. If you have more questions, just let me know. Okay. Let me know. Because that was a lot to unpack. That's a lot to unpack. So please, let me know. When you're multiplying, add the exponents. When you're dividing, subtract the exponents. Top exponent minus bottom exponent. Okay. And then multiply the numbers together or divide the numbers. Okay? All right. Remember, if it's in scientific notation, in order for it to be in scientific notation, the decimal has to be behind the first significant digit. Have a good one.